when I said the oil, and you know, I've been saying the oil for 3 years. Everyone said, oh, you can't do the oil. I said, why can't you do the oil? You're going to take the wealth away. Now, I actually said take the oil when they were going to leave before all of this started, right? Everybody knows that. I was the king of taking the oil. And I don't mean just bombing it. I mean taking it. So then about 4 months, 5 months ago, they would say, well, what are you going to do? I don't want to tell you. I'm saying, I don't want to tell you. They said, oh, you don't know the answer. You know, these wise guys. You don't know the answer. And by the way, did I win the debate or what? Did we? Right? But, you know, they're wise guys. They say, well, you don't know. Maybe you don't know the answer. Maybe you don't know. I say, I know the answer, but I don't want to really tell all these answers because, you know, I have a real chance of getting elected. And if I get elected, I don't want the enemy to know all this stuff, right? But it got so bad. You know, you still have to get there. You still have to get there. So about probably a year ago, I said, take the oil, bomb the oil, take the oil, give some of the oil to the wounded warriors and to the parents of soldiers that are lost, parents of soldiers that were killed in Iraq. Give them some. It's peanuts compared to what the value is. Spread it around. Take care of our wounded warriors. Take care of our vets. And take care of families that lost sons and daughters. And what do we end up with? Take care of them. Just take care of them. And, you know, just so sad to see it. And then they all said, I remember Obama had some of the generals commenting on my plan. Oh, that won't work. Well, as soon as Paris happened, they started bombing the oil. This should have been done years ago. But they want to bomb. I want to bomb, but I want to take. I want to bomb, and I want to take. And we'll do a little ring around, and we'll be just fine. I want to take the oil, okay? But, you know, the sad part is that I have to tell everybody what it is, you know, because that's, I guess, the system in which we live. If I don't say that, they'll say, well, Trump doesn't really have a plan. And I really said, I'll never forget, probably 6, 7 months ago, they were saying, well, what's your plan? I'd rather not tell you. That doesn't play well in a democracy, right? But I'd rather not tell you. Oh, please, tell us what it is. You must tell us. Oh, you don't have a plan. So finally I said, look, you're going to bomb. And actually, the guy I was telling it to, the announcer, said, that's a good idea. I said, yeah, it's a good idea. Now, you know, Obama didn't want to go full scale in the oil. And this I hear is true. I don't know. Maybe it's hard to believe. Because he didn't want to create environmental pollution. You do know that. He didn't want to bomb the oil because of pollution. Look at Allie's laughing. It's hard to believe, isn't it? It is hard to believe. You know it's a true story. He didn't want to bomb the oil because if you bomb the oil, pollution will go to the atmosphere where it will be thrown away into the system in about 2 seconds. But pollution will go up and it'll be... Now, I don't know, Al, I don't know if it's 100% true, but I have heard that. And I'm not surprised because that's the way we're running things. We don't know what we're doing. So take the oil. Be strong. Do all of these things. And we're going to have a country that's going to be so great again. We have to bomb the hell out of them. We have to bring our troops back home. We have to be paid. All these countries, you know, we're protecting. We have a budget that's so many times higher than number 2 because we're protecting Japan. We're protecting Germany. We're protecting South Korea against the maniac in North Korea. We're protecting Saudi Arabia. Ooh, how wealthy is Saudi Arabia? We're protecting. They pay us peanuts. Peanuts. We can change this whole thing around fast. But you have to put a guy like me in, believe me. You have to put a guy like me in.